Hey folks, while I'm floating out here in space, I figured I'd give you a wine recipe. One of the best wines I've ever made, and I've made a lot of wine. Uh, what I do is I get fresh picked blackberries, get about, I'd say 3 gallons of fresh picked blackberries. You take that with, see what else did I add? Give me a second. It was really freaking good. Oh yeah, I added about a gallon of fresh picked black raspberries to it, so there's 4 gallons. Then I took 2 bottles of passion fruit juice, like the gallon bottles, poured it in there. So this is all in a 5 gallon tub. So you got that almost fills it up, and you top it off with some really great pH alkaline water. Okay, you take that 5 gallons, put the temperature on low, probably about 175 to 180, and you keep it on the stove. I usually did 12 to 16 hours. It'll be nice and frothy on top. Oh, it'll make the whole house smell elegant. Oh, I forgot one ingredient. You want about 10 to 15 grams of peppermint on the top. And burn that nice and slow. And once that's done, you take a white t-shirt, cut it up. After it cools down, put it over top of it. Take rubber bands 1 to 1 to 1 all the way around so it'll strap. Pop that motherfucker on there. Okay, now you got your juice and fruit in your 5 gallon, 5 to 10 gallon container, however much you want to make. And you let that sit for 7 to 10 days. After 7 days, check it. If it's just a little bit of white mold on top, it looks like, leave it alone. Once it starts getting some colored mold on top, you take that rubber band off. You skim the whole top. Make sure you get all that shit out of there. Then what you do is you get your strainers, and you get a 5 gallon glass jug if you're making 5 gallons, and you strain all that juice through a funnel in the strainers into that. And you take all your fruit and you squeeze it and crush it. It'll be white. A lot of the fruit will be white. You can, like, definitely your grapes. Just whatever. But this is a different type of one. Squeeze all that out until it's just nothing but rotten fruit puree that won't run anything else out. And you take that, throw it out. It's all gone. By then, you got about 4 gallons, maybe a little over of liquid. So for every gallon, you want to start off with 3 pounds of sugar. So if there's 4 gallons, you want 12 pounds of sugar. You pour that in there, and you take 1 gram of fruit yeast, put that in there, stir it up real good, waddle, 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 shake, shake, shake. Put a lid on it, back and forth, get that all mixed up. You take your bubbler, like the old-fashioned way. You can take a balloon. What I used to do before, the bubblers were invented, I'd take a long hose, put it in there, and I'd rise the wine uh, jar up on a chair and run that down through a tube into a bucket of water, and it would sit there and bubble. It'd build up pressure and bubble. Now you'd have to have it concealed off. You want it completely closed, but a bubbler, you can just put water in it up to the line and sit there and bubble, 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 bubble. Well, you let that do that, and temperatures between 70 to 80 degrees. And you don't want to overheat it because you don't want a sour taste. You want a sweet taste, so 70 to 80 degrees. Let that go for about 2 months. Once 2 months is done, you take that and you put it into another jar. You know what I mean? You test it with your barometer, see how much percentage it is. Test it, taste it. If it's sweet, you don't want no more sugar. If it's a little bit bitter, throw another 3 pounds of sugar in it, 3 to 4 pounds of sugar. And then you put your bubbler back on, and you let it go another month. By then, it should be 25 to 30% alcohol. And it tastes so good. You don't really taste the alcohol, and you don't feel like you're getting drunk. But as soon as you're done with the bottle, you stand up, you're like falling over. Boo, boo, boo. And good stuff. But that's how you make some good homemade wine. So if anybody wants to make homemade wine, listen to this. Go out, get what you need, and make it. Give me that thumbs up if you want to go make some wine, because it's really good and anybody can do it. You can use any type of fruit, and depending on the acidity. If you use acidic fruit, say pear wine, you want to use like 5 pounds, and you can just chop them up. It depends. Like if you want a white grape wine, you got to peel off all the damn skins. There's just so much about it. But the best wine is the one I just told you about, and oh, I'd die for a bottle right now. Not really die, but I can think, that's what Jesus got right there. You know what I mean? But thank you for tuning in, and hopefully you have some good winemaking skills and make that and enjoy it. Peace.